The statue of Lord Gwyn and the pygmy represents the passing of two very important gifts. In one hand, Gwyn is crowning the pygmy, offering a status of lordship, while giving the pygmies their very own domain to rule. And in the other hand, he is offering a Chloranthy ring, a physical representation of the gift of Filianore, his youngest daughter, promising her that he would return someday when the time was right, but he never did, and it remains to be seen if he ever intended to do so. But it is possible that Gwyn never forgot about her, and in honor of her memory, he named the city of gods Anorlando after Filianore. And who knows, this may have played great inspiration as to why Gwyndolin was raised as a daughter, to replace the one that was given away. But this is basically the first time we have ever been introduced to Filianore, so a lot of people have questions. Who is she? What is she about? And what the hell is that egg? What's most notable is her connection to plant life and stamina regeneration items. Along with her bedchambers, the ring city itself is just lush with plant life of different colors and variations. There is a lot of green and vegetation here. And even Filianore herself, her eyes specifically, seem to resemble the roots of a plant. And given that she is the daughter of the Lord of Sunlight, I would not be surprised if Filianore had some photosynthetic properties about her. There are already examples of living beings within this universe becoming trees and plant life. The Spear of the Church Covenant holds even more connections to vegetation, which is a covenant dedicated to protecting Filianore. The Young Grass Crest is a crest that directly connects to Filianore, which can also be seen on the spear ornament ribbon if you look close enough. And if you think about the grass crest shield, it has a floral design on the front and it also boosts stamina regeneration. Other items that also have this effect include the green blossoms, the young grass stone, and the Chloranthy ring. Personally, I was really confused as to why I just picked Chloranthy ring up off that statue. I thought it was going to be something really epic, but now it makes sense that I understand what it was trying to do symbolically. Maybe next time. Another loose but interesting connection I made was the Ring of Favor, which doesn't have a stamina regeneration buff, but it does increase your endurance. If you flip the ring front facing how it would look if you were wearing it on your finger, the front of the ring seems to have a flower on it. Now, the Ring of Favor is directly connected to the goddess Fina, whose favor is known to be fickle. But interestingly enough, Filianore is also known for her favor that knows no bounds. Even the weapon art on Filianore's sacred chime is called Pray for Favor. Now, I'm not saying that Filianore is Fina or vice versa, but there definitely seems to be some kind of a connection here. And Fina is referred to as a goddess, whereas Filianore is referred to as princess, so maybe there's a mother-daughter connection here somewhere. Now, of course, this is kind of a wild speculation, and I'm not saying anything concrete. I just felt there was an interesting connection to bring up between these two characters. When we finally come face to face with Filianore, she is asleep, but she is clutching a broken shell in her hands. Now, what exactly the shell is, I really cannot say. From my own findings, there has been no real concrete information about what the shell is. Visually, there has been some comparisons to transposing killings or vagrants from Dark Souls 1, but other than that, it doesn't really shine any more information on what it is and how the shell works. My own interpretation is that the shell represents the world state. It is falling apart and decaying from the inside out. Eggs incubate new life, but the continuous linking of the first flame did not give this new life, this new age, a chance to flourish. It was over incubated and eventually it just died. We touch the egg and it falls to pieces, which in turn wakes Filianore up from her slumber. The screen fades to white and we see Filianore's corpse. The world around us has fallen to absolute ruin. We have been teleported very far into the future. It seems like Filianore's sleep was cheating time. It was holding the ring city in a stasis, and upon waking her up, time jumped forward to where it should have been. As to how and why Filianore is now dead before us, it may be linked to the coming age of dark. If she truly is photosynthetic, then just like a plant without light, she cannot survive. Considering that Filianore was a gatekeeper of time that was stopping mankind from inheriting their true power and potential, which is something that Gwyn feared immensely. It makes me wonder if that promise he made Filianore was an empty one.